As women enter the holidays, a time when menopause symptoms often feel worse due to stress, travel, and disrupted routines, well, our next guest wants to help women feel stronger, healthier, and more in control right into the new year and beyond. So let's welcome Dr. Sabrina Fabi. Thank you so much for joining us. And one area that rarely gets talked about is oral health. So how can menopause lead to issues like dry mouth or gum sensitivity? And what practical steps can women take to protect their oral health during this stage of their life?
I talk to my women about this all the time because they come in with laxity around the lower face, and your teeth support your lower face. So you've got to pay attention to your teeth. And with menopause, it's not just dry skin that happens. You can also get dry mouth because of a decrease in saliva. So there's a great technology with Hydrosonic Pro that uses sonic technology to stimulate the release of more saliva to prevent that dryness that can also be responsible for cavities over time that can eventually lead to gum disease that can erode those teeth. And using these bristles that they have that are polyester and softer, you don't irritate those gums that are already irritated because of going through menopause.
Oh, that's so interesting. So you mentioned the looser skin around the lower part of the face. What's causing those changes? And are there any non-surgical options that can help?
Well, a lack of bony support from those teeth participates in it, but also a decrease in estrogen causes a thinness in skin and more lax skin. And so there's a technology called Ellacor, which is the only FDA clear technology to core out little pieces of skin that are lax, not just of the lower face, but also of the body. And this is with no heat. So you don't have to worry about some of the pigmentary changes that can happen from using laser technologies that deliver heat over time.
Oh my gosh, those results look amazing. And hormonal shifts can impact skin hydration and elasticity. So what are some simple changes women can make to keep their skin looking healthy and hydrated through the holiday season and, of course, into the new year?
Right. So it's not just estrogen that's shifting with menopause. Oxytocin is too. And that's known as the love hormone that's responsible for that glow that one gets when they're in love. And so here with XOMD Skin, which leverages on oxytocin, the OX factor here stimulates the release of oxytocin to improve and create that dewiness and radiance that one gets when they're in love. And in a clinical trial, those changes were seen in as early as 4 weeks. They also saw a decrease in redness and dryness, which we also see during the holiday months because of an increase in stress and also because of an increase in or a decrease in temperatures and the cold air that we have outside. And here, women using XOMD Skin also looked 3 years younger after 8 weeks of use when images were shown to over 19,000 people.
I like the sound of that. And of course, we can't talk about this without talking about hair thinning, which is really something that happens as well. So what is something, what's happening biologically and what actually works to support the hair growth if we are dealing with that?
Yeah, so 50% of women going into menopause experience hair thinning because of that decrease in estrogen, but also progesterone, which is what makes your skin look or hair look shinier because of oil production. And Nutrafol has come up with Women's Balance, which is a formula that is non-prescription using a combination of different minerals and micronutrients that in a study in women over the age of 45 was able to support hair growth, not only making the hair look fuller, but also longer after as early as 3 months of use. By 9 months, 100% of women reported their hair looking fuller.
Okay, well, I have really enjoyed our conversation today. I think a lot of folks at home, too, are going to want to know, where can we get more information?
You can go on my Instagram channel, sabrina.fabi, F-A-B-I, to learn more about all the shifts happening with menopause.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for helping us out with that. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.